Hello, this is Amy from iTradeAIMS.net, AIMS Stress-Free Trading. Today, the 28th of April, I am here with a new daily report. Today, I'm going to talk about how we trade inside how I trade and share my entries with one of my friends and members at the Discord channel. And today I'm going to share with you not all, but probably about 70% of all the screenshots that I've taken with annotations and everything throughout the day when I was trading and sharing them with the members. So this is one of them. So what you see is a trade on DAX, and this is the one. So that was based on some support and resistance. As I go through, I will show you how we took this trade. We will find that out. And before we do that, if you're new to the channel, thank you very much for joining. And I hope you like the content and you find value in it, so you come back to it again and again. But to do that, you need to subscribe to the channel. So thank you very much for joining. Hit that subscribe button and the like button. And do not forget to also hit the notification button so that you are notified whenever there's a new video, so you can come back and have a look at it and leave a comment and something like that. So having said that, now I'm going to go through one by one, and it's probably going to take some time, but not too long. So I will try to be very precise and quick. Some of the screenshots are actually before this. I've made so many screenshots today that my Snagit could not handle it. I think it's about 20 that it keeps in there, and then it kind of goes to the next one. So I'm going to go to the Discord channel, show you a little bit where I started, how I started it, and some parts of it. So give me a second. Okay, so this is the main chat room, and today I'm going to scroll back to the beginning of the London session. So there's quite a lot of chat, right? Because I dedicate my time to just two things. I trade, I do my analysis, and I try to teach it to everyone in the chat room. So here we go. Well, that's the end of last night. I'll be back in the morning. I am back. Morning, Emma, blah, 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 da, da, da. These are a few things. I'm doing the countdown when it opens and it goes in. So that's how it goes. And then when I got a little bit of time, I also start talking about how these trades are taken, and then I take those pictures and stuff. So I'm talking about this is the Hunt 2.0 template. So if you take this, or if you use the setup 1 template on that, I'm pointing towards. So what you see here is the reason I've shorted this is that price went up, hit those levels, and then you can see this second arrow here. What I'm pointing out to is that you see the highs were not broken, and because the fact that there are levels to the left, which we had identified the past 2-3 days, maybe in the videos that you see, this 15310 and 15320 level is at play. It was stopping the price. So as the market went up at the London Open, it went paused. I went short with stop loss up there because your risk is very low and the probability of it going down was very high. So we went short, and that was a good trade. And you could have taken it on the 5-minute chart, on the 1-minute chart. I'm also showing that if you have just the naked chart, if you knew the support and resistance and stuff, you could have taken that trade on this as well, and how you can take it. Here's another one. So I'm saying is that it's a multiple times confirmed resistance level. So when price went in there and I had this bearish candle, this is the fruit candle. I don't need to have the fruit template here, but if you have it for learning purposes, it will help you. For me, I can now see this before that, and this is possible support, which is 15280, and there was another support 15260, which is visible on the hourly chart that I'm going to show you in a bit. It was quite clear, but I took my profits there anyway. So now here we will see. See, this is what I was referring to. So this is the DAX on the M15 chart. Now I'm referring to these levels to the left. That's 15310 level, and up there is 15320, rounding it to that level. And then there's another important level, which is this one. You see, it's a support resistance pivot point. So I'm thinking that if it comes down here, probably react to it. And then there was one more level, which is these two. These connect here, here, here with here. But I had left that purposely just for the teaching mode, you know, because I was going to ask a question later on, did anyone notice that level? So then what I did, okay, let's go and do one by one the way it was going. So here I'm teaching about the KC method. The video is on my blog. I'll link it there as well, how you can trade with the 1, 2, 3 KC method. So point 1 is where it pokes out of the alternate channel. And then point 2, when it pulls back to it on the midline here, you actually take the buy order and you have stop loss over here. When price reaches that point up there again, point 1 or beyond, you take your profits. So that's quick introduction to that. Okay, so what did we do here? Now let's go to my other slides. So that's one of the slide. I'm out of the Discord channel now. Here I wanted to share that if you're in stage 2, we have a disciplined trading process. You know, when you join first, we want you to trade the setup 1, which is this pattern over here. When you see this AO peaking there and then comes back, price comes back down in a pullback. Gator is sleeping. Well, here it's not sleeping, but there's another way of trading it. It hits the purple, then it starts to go up. So over here, you can go, not that. Over here, you go long, and then you would exit at that level. So that's another one that I kind of talked about today. Here's a nice, beautiful setup 1 picture. So on the 1 minute chart, this is your 3 here, and this is your 4. So your gator is sleeping, purple is correct. You would go short there. But that same pattern on the 5 minute chart will be a pullback setup. So here I'm showing that on the 5 minute, I don't really trade US 30 during the European session, but it did create a nice setup, which is move down, pulls back to the 1020, you go short here. But this same pattern on the 1 minute, you can have on the setup 1 template and trade it as that as well. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so by this time, we have actually taken 2 trades. As you know, if you've seen my last 2 videos this week or the last couple of weeks, I've been trying to trade with price action only. I've always dissed the price action thing, but then I thought, well, you have to be open to it. In reality, you can't really diss price action because, you know, everything is price action. All we do is price, right? So all the indicators are based on price and stuff. So I thought, okay, now that I'm experienced, I know all of these different patterns, I know trend lines, blah, 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 and all that. So I thought, why not put them to use? I think I was going to do this at the end of the month, my experience for the last 2 weeks, but I can already say that it's been very positive because I can see the patterns, same patterns that my indicators make, I can see them. And then on top of that is I can see a few more patterns, which you can only see when you have price action on there only. So anyway, this is that level that we identified. We saw in this that I showed you on the 15-minute chart, and that's the other level. So based on that, I shorted it once and then went up. If I had the KC method, you know, the one that I talked about a few slides before, this was a place to buy as well, but it went too fast. And then when it went up, I took the opportunity to actually short it again. The reason I shorted it was that if you short here, your stop loss is just there, just about less than 10 points. And the probability of it going down was high. So we did that. Then over here, I thought this was a very good support. And maybe, you know, it's going to go from here up again. But I paid the price. As you can see, I have a little bit of slippage here as well. But that was the short. And then I kind of gave it a break over here. I could have taken the long here, but then that would be against the methodology where, you know, if this is your support and resistance, then taking this trade would be not really ideal, you know. But turns out this wasn't really a good support resistance at that time. But as you can see, price went up and then same spot, it kind of reacted to it and then went up. I did not trade these little moves because once this kind of stuff happens, I'm in the thought process that we are in a range. I'm going to most probably sell the highs and buy the lows. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so here I'm talking about that, you know, we have this fruit method. This is the template from the fruit method. This is basically a model of the Bill Williams method, the Profitability Trading Chaos method. They are the ones who created this. I can't take credit for this, but I use this method. It's a beautiful method. We have our own indicators and it's available on MT4 as well, these gators and AO and all of that stuff. But we have a bit modified indicators for us. So this is your fruit signal, short signal. So when you see this angle like this, and I won't take it just with angle, I would kind of find some support up there, which we talked about, the 15310 to 20 range. So if you have that support and you see this fruit signal over here, you sell here, you wait through this, and then when you see 3 red bars, then you sell one more here. Your stop loss will be up there, and then it comes down. You can take your profit anywhere here, specifically when you have a reversal fruit candle. So that was a really good campaign down. Right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so here we then saw that the market did, you know, it was kind of ranging around this area, came down, up, down again, which we saw, right? Here I'm showing the pure price action things. Bear with me on this. Anyway, so this is a channel that you can draw in many different ways, but I've identified 2 support resistance levels. So one is that's the high of the range, and then inside it you had this other range, and I saw that this was attempting to actually, you know, it was threatening that level. 2 things could happen here. Most of the time they would sell these highs, and some of the time they would buy those highs. So it's a 50% chance. But over here, usually, you know, it fakes out. So some would say 70% of the time when the market is range bound, these breakout attempts fail. So you rather sell it there. What happens next? Okay, this was the Nasdaq earlier. Kind of went short on this. Not really important. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so that's that level. Okay, let's go back to that slide. It was interesting. So over here, I see that this is the time to sell because these levels will hold and I need to sell that. Then I sell it over here, but I don't know what happened to me. Oh, I know what happened. So I was looking away, working on something else, and one of the guys suddenly shouted, "Oh, look at that, DAX went." So at one point, as you can see, this candle was a really strong trend candle. It was here because, you know, this is an M5 candle. So maybe for the next first minute or two, it was all the way here. And so I saw it and I thought, oh, that's a 20-point move. Maybe I should take my profits, but it went all the way there. You know, it created this wick. And the idea is that when something has a wick, obviously there was some buying going on. And then I thought, okay, let's just take a bit of scalp. That was a very wrong decision. So, you know, you can switch from being really good to really rubbish within a few minutes. So, you know, don't be proud of yourself. Always be humble, I tell myself. And yeah, so I should have let it run, but I messed that one up. Next, this is the Hunt 2.0 method. This is the Dow at after the US session open. So that's the open. The first candle. There is a video on my blog that I posted only for members, but if you go to the blog, you will be able to watch it, how you can actually sell over here and take profits here. It's based on the KC method. So very powerful thing. Okay, so here is now, this is now the US session we're talking about. So this is the setup one template and this is the box. So this is what we call the PC pattern. So what is a PC? Well, the PC is basically, where's my ABC? You have this A, B, and C correction. This one is a little bit confusing because the A also has ABC, but that's fine. And what you'll see is that you will have this very strong move like this, which will make AO go nuts, right? Makes a very strong peak. And then when it pulls back, usually, even on the first box, you will have this fake out. But this time it was on the second box. As you can see, there's one. This is that level. Then there's the second one. And this one tries to break it, but doesn't succeed. So what do? I go short here with stop loss up there and target point here, because that's where it probably will go. And then guess what happens next? Well, it starts to move here. It's near the box lows now. Where's my line? So it's near the box lows, and when it's over here, it's an invitation for it to come and hit my stop loss, but I kind of did it anyway. Brought stop loss to break even because I didn't want it to go back up. Ideally, my stop loss should still have been there, and I should have waited for this box to be broken. So I hope in this video you will get quite a lot of ideas of how you can trade these things in several different ways. So that's that same trade. See, this same trade based on the price action chart, just the price bars. I actually saw it on this, and that's because I'm experienced in trading. I've traded this template for years and years, and you eventually kind of detach yourself from indicators because you see the price, what it does, because price is the first thing that moves. Anyway, so I saw this and I thought, oh, this is a nice channel and this is a PC, so I will sell it here. This was a doji channel, sold it. Can you see these? 1, 2, 3. The triple, I can call it a triple bottom if I like. And then this is the fourth touch of it. And so there's bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle. So you have a very strong bearish trend candles. This one has a little bit of a wick. This one is a nice trend candle, but this one is a doji, suggesting that buyers might, you know, come in here. And I thought that at this level, buyers were kicking in. So I went long. Wow, this is getting interesting. Right. And I think in the middle we took a few more trades, but I haven't taken screenshots of those. This is DAX. You see that level we talked about earlier? So you can, hold on, I don't know if I can go back to that slide. Is it this one? Yeah, we talked about those levels, right? This one, and then price kept going sideways. And then you see these levels over here as well. As we can see, it's I was talking about this, and I was saying that, you know, there's this ascending, or is it ascending triangle, whatever it's called. So the triangle that has like a flat top, and so the price keeps coming to the highs, but it keeps creating higher lows and higher lows and higher lows, and it squeezes up there, and then it breaks out because it has to. There's no other way left. And guess what it did? Well, I was busy trading the US 30 at this time, and this is a classic beautiful breakout setup where you could have just taken a pending order up there with a stop loss below this candle, and if it breaks out, you just go with it. Anyway, then so this is that short on the US 30 that we took. So we had some beautiful trade on US 30 today. Short here, short here, short here, short here, then shorted here as well. Added on, added on. Let's go to the next slide. That was a beautiful trade. So that's what I was talking about. These are my earlier trades on this. And you can see entry here, target point there. It's beauty. Okay, so this is NASDAQ. Is this NASDAQ? Let's check. Yes, it is. High, 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 and high. Created that zone. Price goes to it. I can see that this is a range here as well. So there's this range going on, and this is this range going on. And all of a sudden we saw this strong bullish candle. And the idea is that when price creates a strong trend candle, and that closes, let's say it's a bull trend candle, and it closes near the highs of the range, instead of buying it, you sell it. That's what you do. That's the same NASDAQ chart on the 5-minute chart. So we can see level, 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 range, range, range. This is that bit here, right? So this is that, call it a wedge, call it a triangle, whatever you call it. It's squeezing, but instead of breaking up, it actually broke to the downside. You can see here that it stopped around those levels. Tried to go up again, that channel, see? Breaks out of the channel, comes down, hits those levels again. At the open, goes straight up and creates that fruit candle here. I went short. Yeah, another view of that. So that's a few minutes later, right at those support levels. Let's go back. See this? These levels. This is going to come to that. Let's go. Here we go. Profit taken. That's where I took my profit. So you have these levels and this. So this is also it. Two ways I trade. Market is trending. Buy here, buy here. Market is range bound. Sell here, buy here. That's all. What's more? What's more? Do we have? Okay, last two slides left. So Nasdaq, same thing like I showed you. The fruit method that we have, if you were looking at it, you didn't have to look at anything else. You just saw a very strong market breaking out, creating the rubber band effect. You shorted there, and with the added advantage of knowing that there's a support resistance level, there's a resistance level there, then when you see a fruit there, you go short on it straight away. So that is the beauty of it. And I will finish it with this beauty of an M1 pattern. So this is the 1, 2, 3 KC method. Point 1, you want price to break out of the channel over here. Then you want reversion to mean. That's your ABC pullback to the mean. And then you have this trend outside candle, trending candle. So what you do, you have a bearish trend candle, make your entry when it goes to previous levels, and then it comes out of the channel, take your profits. So that was today's review. All the trades, not all the trades, but it was a fantastic day. Really enjoyed it. I had a few people, and I was posting in their Discord group and all of that. So please, if you would like to trade with us, and this is something that you like to do, the offer is still on Platinum, which means that you can become permanent member of the trading room without paying $50 a month, and you will get premium and gold membership and everything, and you will become an AIMStar forever with us. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and send me some love, and I send you love. See you later.